Diaclone. So here's the KOLD knockoff Lucky Draw blue hanky Diaclone Sentinel Prime. It's got the black legs, silver paint like the hanky does on the legs, see-through orange wobbly legs. Sometimes the arms are kind of finicky. Two hands, lad, two hands. Let's go his gun on the back. Oh. You know, minus the whole leg issue, it's not too bad, you know. Looks like you could maybe tighten those up since it's this side flap that's loose, not so much the up and down, but the sideways. I don't have his big gun in because that likes to collapse his arms. It's all painted up nice. Seal on the front. His hands are upside down. And you can see and that's on that side area there, so I'm not really sure how. I suppose you could get in there through here, and then you could tighten that up, but seems like you'd have to do a lot. His hands are upside down and on the wrong side because of that, you know, as a result. He's got the Autobot logos with the bullets in the face. This one's brighter than that one. There's a bit of a difference in the head. This one, like compared to regular Prime, doesn't have as sharp of a point, you know, at the center of the face. It's kind of rounder. Not terribly though. Also, those cheek divots aren't as defined, but they're not non-existent. You can totally see them. And then there are just other little things like the head is a little different. Just slight tweaks to dimensions of the details. But it has still a very good looking head overall. Like, it's even strange because it's almost like it's a little bit unique. So here is the KOLD blue Convoy in the legitimate non-KO Fans Project Diacommander armor, which I was not initially wanting to do, but you know, you have to, you know, when in Rome type thing. There's the legit classics Optimus Prime, you know, checking. He's just mucking about. And you got the Diacommander. Here's the best way to pick him up. And he's got jiggly little legs. And it's not just the armor that does it, it's actually him. He's kind of, you know, you could tighten him up, probably, but at least he looks good in the armor with the solid black legs. You know, just blends in perfect. But the blue arms kind of contrast, you know, when you're looking at it from straight on, it just looks like some additional robot parts, but then you see it from the side and it doesn't line up like Prime does. still, looks cool. I would have much preferred just to get a KO armor and put on him, but I had the Diaclone armor sitting around. You know, gold. Here's another thing. So we got the gun, and we transform the gun into the backpack. And I just wanted to show you this. On the legitimate versions, they have different angles and heights on the pegs. So when you put the guns onto it, like so, it attaches and faces straight up. But this, the holes are exactly directly across from each other, so it fits on at an angle, slightly off to the side. So here he is in truck mode, and the cab's a little different paint. This wind vane is on pretty good, but it's, you know, it's no classic prime. These parts are kind of finicky and will come loose, you know. And this back black gun holds on about as well as Fans Project Bruticus's shotguns when you're moving that helicopter arm. You know, I could jiggle it off, but I really don't want to fuss with putting it back on. Sounds like a truck when he rolls, though. Here he is with the legitimate Fans Project Diaclone armor trailer. It looks so good. You know, I don't have the KO Diaclone armor. I have the KO Shadow Commander armor, and it's nice. I assume the Diaclone wouldn't be too bad, but I'm just glad at this point that I have the regular, because even though his paint's not as, just look at how defined that is, and his is kind of blurry, not as defined, not as dense, but it still all lines up and it looks just so good. You know, it's like, indeed, welcome back to 1983. And here's deep cover on top for good measure. And that's Diaclone Sentinel Prime.